Let us get our new moon in Gemini readings going. We are picking up where we left off with Libras. So let's get everything nice and cleansed and cleared and ready to go. Yes. Some of these readings were surprisingly kind of rough. Not what I thought they were going to be. Cancer, it was like after Cancer, Virgo, and Leo. I was like, oh, y'all all right? Leos were pretty okay. But Cancer and Virgo, it's a little rough. Let's see what Libra. Okay, Libra got Beltane, the lovers. All right. So I guess Libra's going to be feeling a little freaky deaky. Or at least having like a love connection. We love being clean and positive. 7 of water, lots of options. Oh, Libra. Oh, we're doing the Libra thing. We love to see it. Okay, Libras. We're doing the Libra thing. It must be that Venus and Mars in Leo. It must be because we're doing the Libra thing. And we love it. You know, we love to see it. We love to see it. Let's see what's going on with Libras. Ooh, 2 of chalices, y'all. Ooh, I couldn't write this if I wanted to. Libras, you're having a great new moon in Gemini. Go out, meet people, go on dates, enjoy yourself. Why is this upside down? Did I never put this in right? I must not have put this in correctly. 10 of Earth has been shown up reverse. It must not have been put in correctly, but 10 of Earth is the clarifier. I don't even know what to say about that. In looking at like new connections and looking at the 2 of chalices directly being clarified by the 10 of Earth, I feel like if this was 10 of Earth that was, or 10 of Pentacles that was right side up, I'd be like, oh my gosh, because yes, you're wanting to build your legacy. But this is like not building your legacy. This is more like feeling cut off from that, feeling like I don't know how to put this together. We got the Ace of Swords underneath it. How to work with this. I think we need to, my Libras, I think it's time for us to rethink things. I think it's time for us to take a new perspective on things. I think it's time for us to look at things a little bit differently. We have 7 of chalices again. This is your second time getting these 7 of chalices. You have a lot of options available to you, Libra. I think you have a lot of people who are interested in you. I think you have a lot of people who would like to date you. And let's see what our clarifier is. The Goddess, the Empress. You're very fertile. You're very, and not like, oh my gosh, I want to have children fertile, but like, but I mean, that's a thing too. So, you know, if you don't want to have kids, be careful. But they see you as prosperous. Like we are very much in our bags, Libra. We are in our, I'm beautiful, I'm fun, I'm funny, I'm smart, I'm creative. It's all the great things that people love. And it's just bringing you a lot of choices. And here we have the 10 of Pentacles right side up. When I tell you, this is one of the things I can say this very clearly. This is why I like using these 2 decks, because it allows me to be able to get multiple cards, which reiterates, it further like comes in and just makes it very clear what messages are when cards repeat themselves. 10 of Pentacles again. So I do believe that 10 of Pentacles in the first line is supposed to be right side up. And we're just going back to like, how do we actually build a legacy? How do we actually build a legacy? How do we actually like create the life we want? How do we get our deepest desires of having money and relationships and love and trips and travel and all the extravagant, lovely things that Venus ruled Libra just really loves? Okay. And that is how, like, that's how you need to be looking at when you're going through this process and you're getting all this love and attention. You need to be looking at what's your long-term goals, what's your long-term plan, Libra, okay? Knave of Wands, which is the Page of Wands. You're feeling very attractive. People are attracted to you. It's just like repetitive energy. But now like you're feeling this way. Two of chalices is about connections, it's about new relationship, it's about love that like helps us to grow, all that fun stuff. Seven of chalices is you feeling like you have a lot of options. There's a lot of like outward facing things. This knave of wands, page of wands turns that energy back towards us. Like now we're feeling it. Now I don't know if it's a like maybe we just needed to get some of our, ego up from getting all this attention, but like now we're feeling like, oh yeah, okay, you know what? I'm that girl. I'm the man. I can do this. And part of that's coming from being very clearly communicative about your needs, having very clear boundaries, not settling. So this is the like I just made a TikTok about this, which I think is kind of funny, where I'm like, well, y'all don't have conversations. Like y'all don't talk to people before you go out with them to be like, hey, I just want to make sure we're on the same page. We have similar values. We want the same thing. Like this is how I like for my dates to go. Like you're not saying they have to do this. You're just saying this is what I expect. These are my expectations. These are my boundaries. So that they know they can either meet you there or the two of you all can separate and go different ways because you want different things. Libra, this is your time to get very clear on what you want your long-term plans to look like. And then this is your time to communicate that with clarity to whoever it is that you're talking to. Okay, let's get Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, because you're looking at things a little differently. You had that Ace of Swords, so you had to think about things differently and think about how you're dating differently. You got the 10 of Pentacles, which is saying you need to look at your long-term plan. And now you have the Ace of Pentacles, which is like you're building something differently. You're not entering this world of relationships and partnerships. So if you are already partnered, this might be a rekindling of things. This might be a getting your relationship back on track. If you're not partnered, this might be in the dating world. If this is about money for you, like because we do have all these pentacles showing up, this might be about a business partnership. You're like, now you're looking at the partnerships differently. King of Swords. It's that communication. It's the communication for me. It's the stabilization and the clarity and the communication and the not being afraid of speaking your truth in a way that may alienate others because you're doing so that's not meant to negotiate. This is not a negotiation. This is I'm very clear of who I am and I'm looking for someone who can match that or better. Crown of Fire, which is the King of Fire. Again, like I said, it's about that confidence. It's about that charisma. It's about that fire. Like you're just very attractive. Libras, you're coming across as very attractive in this new moon. How interesting. The how to work with this energy is the Four of Chalices, Four of Cups. So it's really saying that while you have all these cups that will be coming to you, all these opportunities, all these partnerships, there may be things that remind you of the past, even though you're heading in a new direction. Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. You're heading in a new direction. You're heading for a new type of connection. But if there's things that remind you of the past, the suggestion is to go for the option that's different, to go for something that's new. It's in keeping in line with that ace energy. And then lastly, your card is the Six of Chalices. And Six of Chalices is saying, I feel like this is a little bit of a warning with a little bit of education with it. And that Six of Chalices can be a very like reminiscent, naive energy. It can be very just like, oh, I remember back in the good old days. Like maybe this is who you would have dated when you were in your 20s. Maybe if you're, older, someone you would have dated in your 30s, someone that you would have dated before you knew better, or like an idealized understanding of relationships or how the world works, of your family and things like that. And it's giving. We got the Ace of Cups here. How fascinating as your clarifier. It might be saying that this new cup, because Ace of Cups, you got the Four of Chalices of how to work with this, and then your clarifier is the Ace of Cups. So this is literally like the cup that you were offered, the cup that it was suggested that you take in the Four of Cups is the cup that you take. And this new cup that you take may remind you of what you wanted when you were younger. But I always kind of take that as a warning in that, like, you want to progress. Like, if you have these Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, new way of being in a relationship, like new options coming in, you don't want to keep reliving the past. But also, like, there must have been something worthwhile in those characteristics you wanted in a partner when you were younger. And so kind of going back to, like, what does that look like, and maybe getting to the root of that and finding that in a current partner. And the magician is how to work with that. It's knowing that really looking outside of yourself is not going to give you what you need. You do not need anything outside of you. You have everything that you need within you. You have all of the skills, all of the power, all of the, like, all of it. Like, everything that you're looking for, you have internally, and just kind of taking that route, you know? So that's the last of it. Let's get your outcome card for the new moon in Gemini. I didn't know what Libra's reading was going to be like, but I did not think it was going to be all this relationship stuff. We got a 4 of fire or 4 of wands, stability. All right, so this is going to bring you stability. It's going to kind of calm things in your home, and it's going to bring you balance. The clarifier was the temperance card. It's going to balance out your heart and your mind. It's beautiful because it's balancing out all of this kind of aces energy that you got started off with, and balancing out that 4 of chalices energy, bringing up more balance with that 4 of fire, 4 of wands energy. Like, this is just very, like, moving you from a space of starting out with, like, all these choices and just figuring out your next steps to, like, a very loving, stable, reigniting of love between partnerships. Or I'm gonna actually turn this light down. Sorry, y'all. A reigniting of your partnerships, or a new partnership coming in and bringing you that stability that you enjoy and that you've been looking for. So sounds great to me. So yay for the Libras. That's gonna be it then for Libras. Let's get to Scorpios. Let's see what's going on with Scorpios. I feel like this light is so bright in here because of how bright it is outside right now. And I'm like, I might actually dim the window just a little bit. Okay. That helped a little. Okay. Just so that it's not so bright on the screen. There we go. I was like, this doesn't seem right. Okay. Let's get to Scorpios. Now, Scorpios have been going through it. I remember Scorpios readings, and they have not been the most fun readings. They have been really, it's just been a lot of shadow work. And, like, you know, I know that's kind of Scorpio's thing, but, like, who wants to do that all the time? I know I wouldn't. So, like, I just want a good, nice reading for Scorpio. Maybe some time to kind of chill. Maybe some, like, fun times. Somebody had a really fun reading. I think it was Cancer's. Cancer's reading was just like, go out and have a blast. So maybe Scorpios will be on that same tip, and it'll be great. I'm putting that energy out there. We'll see what happens. Scorpios, new moon, and Gemini. Oh, we had a card. Ace of Earth. Okay. New business, new project, maybe new home. Let's see what our clarifier is. 5 of Air. Yeah, maybe new project. You're definitely thinking outside of the box and using your resources to, as we always like to say, get what we want. So let's see what we got going on as far as your actual reading. It's all right. Scorpios, you might be starting up a new job, starting up a new project. I like that one. Money in the hand. We love that for our Scorpios. Good money in the hand energy for the Scorpios. All right, let's see what we got going on. 9 of Pentacles. Yes, all this hard work. And now you get to sit on your porch and enjoy all the things you've done. Ooh, and it's bringing you towards a choice. Okay, so you're chilling out a little bit and maybe not making some moves immediately. in the money front, because you do have a choice that's coming up and you're trying to figure out which path you want to take. You're figuring out which path is going to take you to the legacy, to that long-term fulfillment. So we got Nine of Pentacles clarified by a Two of Swords. And then how to work with this energy is a Ten of Pentacles. So make the choice that's going to bring you closer to your long-term goal, to your long-term outcome that you're looking for. Four of Wands, lots of stability. Beautiful. Stability. You're feeling good. You're spending time with family. You're feeling very safe and secure. With Five of Swords, right, or Five of Wands right underneath it. And I'm pretty sure is that Mars or Jupiter? No, that's a salamander. So that's probably Mars. Okay, yeah. So like we're really feeling that fiery energy. Like you're feeling that five of wands can be a competitive energy. It can be but it's like a friendly competition. It's the kind of, it's like when you're playing a sport that you love and there's not like, it doesn't matter who wins or loses, you're just playing to play because you really love it. It's that kind of energy. Like you're in this life, you're out here making friends, doing the work, all of that because you enjoy being alive, not because for survival. Like you're out of survival mode and you're feeling that passion for life, for all the things. Ace of Swords, lots of Ace of Swords we've been seeing. So you're thinking about things a little bit differently. You're making a different choice. Strength card, lots of fire energy, Scorpios. And Scorpio traditional ruler is Mars. So I think you're tapping into some of this Leo and Mars, or Mars and Leo energy. You're tapping into some of this fire energy. You're being strong. You're being brave. You're doing new things. In the realm of Seven of Air, in the realm of your options, in the realm of intellect, you're going, I don't see going back to school, but I think you're just expanding your thought processing on things. And you're really looking at like finding that calm, finding that balance, getting that and tapping into that intuition that's leading you towards your next steps. Five of Pentacles, how to work with this. This is a kind of breaking out of your rut. And not that you've been in a rut. I think you've been in that wonderful, stable space and you've been wanting to do something different. You do have the Ace of Air or Ace of Earth or Ace of Pentacles as your main card with the Five of Air here. So I think you've been wanting to break into something new. You've been wanting to maybe shift your focus as far as career has been going. And now you're like in experiencing the stability of your life is giving you that courage and giving you that kind of push to say like, all right, let's expand. Let's do a little bit more. Let's see what else we get. Knave of Chalices, that is the Page of Cups. So something creative, something that touches your heart. Six of Earth. That also like you are wanting to make sure, because of something that you maybe have felt out in the cold about, felt a little bit like you weren't sure if, you were going to be successful in this, and that feeling of insecurity financially or materially has led to you kind of wanting to go a more creative route, wanting to dive back into the things that make your heart feel full as opposed to just your pockets feeling full. An Eight of Pentacles and an old skill set. So maybe you'll be going back to something that you've done when you were younger, something that you've done that let me turn the light on this one too. Okay, no, that made like no difference. Sorry. But something that you did when you were younger, something that you did that was a skill set that you felt really proud of and then you were really excited about, something artistic that you kind of let go by the wayside because you chose the path of making money as opposed to the path that was more creative, but the funds weren't guaranteed. And so it's like you chose that path previously. You chose to take the route that made you money, that brought you this Nine of Pentacles energy, this Four of Wands energy, this Ten of Pentacles energy, a very like stable, I make plenty of money, I have a wonderful retirement, my family is good, like I'm great. And now, because you've seen that you've done well with that, and like you get this kind of push, this push of courage to go do something different that you don't know. That's a seven of air. You don't know if it's going to be successful or not, but you anticipate you could be, and maybe you're going to need to ask for some help in that, someone who's already done that. Five of Pentacles, but you're getting back into that creative flow. You're getting back into that artistic side of yourself, and it's beautiful. Let's see what else we get. Queen of Wands. Yeah, you're definitely going back to something that you feel really passionate about, something that is very creative and very artistic. Mother of Water. Again, we're just like reiterating something that really touches your heart. Like it's really something you feel emotionally connected to. And Ace of Pentacles. And something new comes up. So I don't know, maybe you're starting a new job or a new project or something in a creative field, but it's something you care about a lot. It's something that is really important to you. And I'm very excited that this is kind of the route that you're taking. Like maybe all of that shadow work paid off in the end, huh? Let's see what your outcome card is. Ace of Water. So Page of Waters, Ace of Cups. So again, something new that you are emotionally connected to, something that really like touches your heart, and something that's a new field, a new career, a new money maker. Four of Fire, that you think will bring you that same sense of stability. It'll be different, but it'll be like the same. So this is obviously, that has to be Jupiter. I don't know why I would think that wasn't Jupiter, but expansion, competition, all of that stuff. That must be Jupiter. And the Four of Fire must be Mars. So it's something that's got you really excited. And I'm excited for you. This is the most interesting reading for Scorpio that I've had that wasn't just like sadness and like shadow work. So I'm very excited for you to try this out and to head in this new direction, Scorpio. Let me know how that ends up working out for you. All right, on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, how are you doing? Let's see if you're going to have like a fun and flirty new moon. If you're going to be like sitting in the house. I strongly doubt that. That's never been like a Sagittarian thing, but who knows? Let's see what's going on with Sagittarius. You know what? Like celestially, astrology. There we go. Astrology wise, it's been kind of quiet for the Sagittarius. Like I haven't had a lot of stuff going on. I mean, if we have a new moon in Gemini, that means that, it's an opposition. Everything's going on in Gemini right now, which is going to activate Sagittarius as the opposite sign. But we did have that full moon in Sagittarius, which it's supposed to open up things for a lot of people, get folks nice and out of the rut that they've been in. But I haven't heard as much about Sagittarius in a while, which is interesting to me. But it's probably nice for y'all to have a break so you can run around and terrorize people. I love Sagittarius. Don't take that serious. My sisters are Sagittarius. I have a lot of Sagittarius energy. But let's see what's going on with Sagittarius for this new moon in Gemini. What's coming for my Sagittarians? New moon in Gemini. All righty. New moon in Gemini for Sagittarius. I wonder if you're going to get a bunch of Earth stuff. Interesting. Okay, Sagittarius. Let's get your topic. Oh, that was fast. 8 of Water. So you're leaving something behind? Going deep within and leaving something behind? Ace of Earth. Starting something new. New job? New way of making money? So you had something that was emotionally taxing, spiritually taxing that you are letting go of. and you are moving on to something new. Celebration, you're having a great time. Three of Chalices, you're coming together for community, but you want more. You want more. You want to be mentally challenged. You want to be able to utilize what you have learned and be able to expand. Eight of Wands is how to use this energy. So, you're tapping into your whole Sagittarian thing. You are tapping into that energy that is abundant and available within you to be able to break outside of this scale. You've got 2 8s already, so we've got some cycles going on here. We've also got some desire for perfection. 7 of Swords, but it's stressing you out. Why are you stressed out about this? The Ace of Elements, the Magician. Oh, because what? You're feeling very empowered. You feel like it's kind of all on you. The Magician is able to really conjure, manifest whatever it is that they want. They have at their access all of the elements. All of the elements are there. They know how to use them to perform alchemy, and maybe that's getting to be a little much for you. Let's see what your. I saw this card earlier when I was shuffling. It was on the bottom of the deck. The Ace of Chalices is how to use this energy. I think it's time for you to kind of just open up your heart. Open up your heart. Don't overthink it. Don't overpressure yourself in that 8 energy of trying to be perfect while you move on and create this new way of funding your lifestyle. But, maybe just kind of try to feel your way through it and allow for some new feelings to come in. Knight of Pentacles. All right, so now you're feeling a little excited. When you shift how you feel about it, when you shift kind of how you're approaching this emotionally, you feel a little bit more stabilized and you feel a little bit more excited to go after that money. Wheel of the Year or Wheel of Fortune. This is a ending of a cycle. This is a switching forward. This is a tapping into that fixed air energy, more than likely coming from that Leo energy. Sagittarius, and it's really saying that, it's time for you to shift. It's time for you to leave behind, as you wanted to in that 8 of Water. It's time for you to leave that behind. 5 of Swords is your how to work with this energy. And I think that's really getting in touch with how are you approaching this? Because I always look at this card, and again, it's one of those like competition cards. But 5 is, as I will always say, ooh, and you have 5 of Swords twice. The 5 is saying that you want more. Is saying that how are you approaching this? How are you thinking about this? Are you seeing yourself as like, okay, I'm going to take these lessons learned from this previous space that I was in and put that in to get used and like be a winner, or I'm going to sulk about it? Or are you just going to be neutral? Like which route are you going to take from this experience? Are you going to pull those, swords that you can from the field and save them for next time? Or are you going to like be sad because you lost or something? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you going to do with these prior experiences that you've had? Utilize those resources in order to be able to move forward and to do more. 8 of Chalices, you're definitely needing to leave something behind. You're definitely needing to go within to find that wisdom. You've gone on this path of exploration. You've wanted to be more, to do more, to move outside of the space. Like you're kind of over it. You're kind of over where you've been in life, and you're ready to go somewhere else, which is very on brand for Sagittarius, because Sagittarius and stagnation, Sagittarius and staying in the same place, doing the same thing, that boredom, that is not you. That is not your role. That's not your vibe whatsoever. So you're definitely wanting to leave something behind and move on. All right. 7 of Air. I feel like you got this one too. You have a lot of repeating cards, Sagittarius. Again, you are feeling challenged mentally. Like this 7 of Air energy, 7 of Swords energy is so strong with you. 7 of Air, though, is now suggesting that you need to spend some time meditating. You need to spend some time like figuring out a plan. 7 of Swords is traditionally where it's like kind of being a little sneaky. It's saying that you need to think and be clever about this situation, and not just be like all over the place. And that's kind of the vibe you're coming from, is you're feeling a little mentally distressed. And it's like you got to go sit down. You have this yin yang, you have the oh my goodness, I can't remember what they're called. But you really need to like sit down, maybe meditate a little bit. You got to get your mind together, okay? And getting that mind together is going to help you know about the path that you need to take. It's letting you know about what you need to leave behind and let go of emotionally. Three of Pentacles. All right. And how to work with this? Go take a new class. Go take a new class. There's something you want to pursue. You have that Knight of Pentacles. You know you want to make this move. You know you want to end this cycle. You know you're ready to move on. Go take a class. Go read a book on the subject that you want to move into. Go anything that's going to get you out of this space where you've been is a good choice to make. All right. And Queen of Swords. Yes. Take a new class. Learn something new. Communicate very clearly. Let yourself shine. Don't be afraid to be who you truly are. Don't be afraid to like embrace who you are and let people see that like you're skilled, you're smart, and you're ready to move and do more. Maybe you want a promotion. Maybe you're looking for a promotion at your job. Maybe you're looking to advance in your job. Maybe you're looking to make more money. So you're trying to like take classes, you can gain more skills so that you can, maybe you need certain qualifications to be promoted, so you're like, let me just go ahead and buckle down and take those classes. And it's giving you that sense of confidence. You got an Ace of Wands as your final card of how to work with this energy. It's giving you that confidence. It's giving you that push. It's giving you that like actual excitement. Like the fire has woken back up for my wonderful Sagittarius. So that is great. Let's get your outcome. There we go. Ooh, Two of Water. All right. New partnership, new job. Maybe one of your connections will help you to get a new position. Yeah, Eight of Earth. Yes. And it's looking like, so, don't shut yourself away. That Three of Chalices may come in handy as you go out and you celebrate and you make new connections and you spend time with your loved ones and you're out and about. That might bring you a new partnership that helps you to get that new position, that helps you get that raise, gets you that new job, and then also brings you even more opportunities. It looks great to me, Sagittarius. So that's it for you. Be brave. Enjoy yourself. Take some new classes. Expand your mind. Expand your expertise. Oops. Go out. Have a great time. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. Capricorns. Capricorns. Ooh, that's right. Pluto just retrograded back into Capricorn, didn't it? How's that feel? How's that going for you? I don't know. That's like just kind of pulling you out of the rut, maybe. Or maybe it feels a little bit more calming, because I bet you that when that Pluto went into Aquarius, that really threw that Capricorn energy into a tailspin, because Capricorn was just like, oh my goodness, order, all of our world systems are trash. We need to redo them. We need to get better laws. We need to get better rulers. We need to get better systems. And then it was just like, okay, well, Pluto comes in and says revolution, get rid of all of that. And then Pluto was like, okay, great, this was fun. Time for me to go ahead and move into Aquarius. And it was just like, we'll just replace everybody with machines. And Capricorn was like, this is not what I meant. When I was saying that we needed to make a change, this was not what I meant. This is not what we signed up for. Let's see what we get for the Capricorns for that new moon energy. I love it. Let's see what we get. All right, let me shuffle it. Let's get your subject. There we go. All right, let's see. What's the top? Oh, okay, that was fast. Ooh, Queen of Air. Ooh. Capricorn, are you setting boundaries? That's not unusual for you. But about what? 10 of Water, which is the 10 of Cups. Okay. I think you're deciding that you need to have some support in your home. You're taking on a queen bee energy with your family and your loved ones. And you are setting some wonderfully beautiful boundaries about how things are going to work in your household. You got the star. Oh, yay. Hope. Make a wish. Like, what is it that you want for your life to truly look like? Make a wish. It will come true. Have hope that you will get that. Six of Earth. Yeah, you've been feeling a little questioning about, are you going to be successful? Are you not going to be successful? Are you going to be stable? Are you going to be able to have that happy home that you want? Ooh, an Ace of Chalices. All right, new feelings. That make a wish, the wish that you make during this time, open your heart up to this new outcome. Ooh, a Tower. You got the Tower moment. All right, a revelation is coming, Capricorn. What is it about? Element of water, page of water. It's a new revelation about how you have been feeling about and approaching this issue. Queen of Wands is how to work through it. All right, so we got Queen of Air over here as your subject card. You've got how to work with some of these changes coming through. As Queen of Wands, you need to be very confident. You need to be very self-assured. You need to approach this as someone who's in control. And if you don't feel that way, fake it till you make it, honey, because if you fall apart, this is not going to help you to be successful with this transition that's going on. Five of Pentacles. Yeah, there's definitely an expansion and some concerns around finances, some concerns around money, but also being left out in the cold, being able to ask for help. Spellcasting, the Strength card. You need to be brave. You need to be brave. It's reiterating over and over again. You need to be brave, Capricorn. You need to be confident in your skill sets. You need to understand that you do have the power and the influence to impact what's going on around you. You are not just subject to the elements, to the forces. You can influence them. You just need to step into that role and step into your power. The Devil is how to work with that. All right, I'm going to give you some, maybe Libran, maybe all that Scorpio that I have in my chart. 3 planets in Scorpio in the 8th house. You need to be a little devious. You need to tap into your shadow side just a little bit, Capricorn. Your shadow side is your friend. You got to tap into it just a little bit. I know you want to be on the up and up. I know you want to be very much like, we love Capricorns. Y'all are great. But you don't want to be taken advantage of. And you need to make sure that things are going to work out in your favor. And there might be some things that are unscrupulous going on around you, things that are making you a little concerned about your finances. And those individuals who are involved with that, or those things that are going on, you might need to step to them in a different way than what you normally would in order to let them know who they messing with. So that's my last one about that. The Hangman. All right, so, and then you sit and you wait. But also change your perspective. This is a time that you're going to be spending in contemplation, but it's kind of a self-imposed pause. So you're stabilizing things. You're letting the dust settle from this Tower moment. Okay? And that's all right. That's perfectly fine, because if you just pushed and pushed, things could get worse. But now you're letting things settle and letting things stabilize, and you're chilling out. You have set your boundaries. You've stepped into your power. You used a little of that devil energy, and now you're going to just see how things work out. We got the Maiden of Water. Maiden of Water is the Knight of Cups. So people are going to be telling you all about their feels. All about their feelings, about what's happened, about what you've said to them, about this, that, and the other. Chill out. You've got a lot of feels. Chill out. Meditate. Sit and wait. Don't rush into anything. Contracts need to be signed. Don't do it. People want to talk about their relationship with you. Don't do it. Like anything that's a rush that you feel like, and they're telling you, well, I need to know now. We need to talk now. I need you to sign this now. Okay? Slow down. Two of Wands is how to work with this energy. You need to see all of your options. You need to see all of your options, and then you need to go with the one that lights you up. All right? And then finally, you got Six of Chalices. A lot of people in their final row have gotten Six of Chalices. Six of Chalices, I've talked about this many, many times, but that can be that very like childlike, focusing on memories, you know, which can be good. It can be like pleasant memories and like remind you of your childhood, make you feel safe and stable and all that fun stuff. But it also can be an indicator that you're being a little naive in how you're approaching things. So just be mindful of that. Your clarifier for the Six of Chalices is the Goddess. It is the Empress card in traditional tarot. And so you are, I believe, and I love to see it, that you taking that time to yourself and really like sitting on your throne. And this is the devil energy. Sorry, it just is what it is. But you sitting on that throne and being like, if you have an offering, you come to me. You're in that Empress energy, has really allowed and opened up the door for abundance to be poured into you. Instead of you as Capricorn having to pour into others, like having to create the fertile ground for the earth so that people can survive through the wintertime. Ooh, and how to work with that energy is the Ten of Swords. Now, normally, depending on where this would fall, it would be like, oh my gosh, you know, you're at the end of a really stressful period and everything like that. I do think that's insight here. But I also is particularly like this card because it's saying that like she's releasing her burdens here. She has a literal phoenix who was burned in the fire. And now the bird has been reborn and is being released. Like you're leaving behind a lot of that this uncertainty that was kind of peeking up in all these different areas in that Six of Earth and that Five of Earth, or Five of Pentacles, Five of Six of Pentacles. All this kind of energy and that Tower moment, that revelation, that thing that kind of bust the bubble of joy and happiness of your fantasy that you had kind of created of your life around money and around family, like that bubble burst. But it led you to a space where now, instead of you over giving and you being the one who's always having to get there, you know, you have to go find a new cup because your cup is always empty. Like people are now feeding into you. It's a release of what was so that you can truly move into that Mother of Air. I see now why you got the Mother of Air as your main card, clarified by the Ten of Water, because in order to really get that, you've had to switch completely the way in which you've been operating with individuals. You got the Five of Air as your final card. Let's get a clarifier for that. For your outcome card is Five of Air, clarified by the circle or the 12. And 12 is, oh, you got the Hangman twice. Yeah, you just need to chill out. This is your time to kind of chill out. This is your recommendation for the new moon in Gemini is to chill out and to let people come to you. To give yourself time to rethink through all the things that are going on in your path and what you're wanting, and you know, take the skills of what you've learned and what you've experienced, and then just chill out and get very clear about what it is you want and how you want it to look and how you want people to approach you. Truly be Queen of Air. Queen of Air is just sitting on her throne. And the thing is that when you look at that Queen of Air, she has a big old sword sitting right in her lap. Nobody's coming to her with any mess. Nobody's coming to her with any foolishness, because they know in one moment, they act up and that's it for them, off with their heads. So step into that space of power and just chill out. Step back. Let the world kind of figure itself out for a while and they'll come to you. All right, that's my Capricorn. That's a fascinating reading for Capricorn for new moon in Gemini. All right, Aquarius. How's it going, Aquarius? How you doing? I feel like Aquarius is kind of acting up. Not to call you out, but just a little. Call you out just a little. Not bad, but just a little. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay. Let's get these cards nice and shuffled so we can see what's going on for Aquarius. And then we'll get our, this hasn't been rubbing against the mic. And then we'll get the general topic for Aquarius. Sounds good? Sounds good. Okay. Let's go, Aquarius. What you got going on? I don't know why. I just got a weird... Okay, there we go. Okay, and let's see. Topic for Aquarius. New moon in Gemini. New moon in Gemini for Aquarius. Transformation, the Chariot. All right. Got a change coming up. You got a move coming up. You're changing something up. Let's get your clarifier. Ooh, ooh. What is this? Llamas? Ooh, the devil. But it was the devil in reverse. Huh. All right. What are you squashing down, Aquarius? Why are you not taking a look at your indulgences? But maybe that's the thing. Maybe you haven't been, and maybe it's time for you to make a move so that you can indulge a little. Maybe you can tap into that devil energy just a little. Let's see what we got. New love. Ace of Chalices. New love, new connection, new emotional something. Your cup has been offered to you and you are snatching it out of the air. You literally got under that as you're clarified the King of Cups. And with King of Cups coming right under a Ace of Chalices. Okay, so you're feeling pretty emotionally stable. If I'm remembering correctly, this is one of the few king cards that's not like so into their element that they're detached from everything else. It's really more of a balanced card. And so you're feeling not only emotionally available and balanced, but you're also feeling like the rest of your life is looking pretty good. So you're open to this new connection. You're open to this new way of sharing and being emotionally available. And how to work with that? Funny enough, 7 of Wands. All right, well, make a plan. I don't know if that's very Aquarian of you or not, but probably, because you probably don't feel very comfortable, regardless of Aquarius being the water bearer. They are not a water sign. They're not. In fact, they're usually one of the ones that are most associated with not being very emotional out of the air signs. And so to come out and start with having all of these kind of emotions and feelings, deciding to go a very air route of like, let's make a plan. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. Justice card. All right. So you've been working towards something. You've been putting a lot of effort into something and you are wanting to get the fruits of your labor. Element of fire. That is the page. No, Ace of Fire. There we go. Ace of Fire. Is that the Ace of Fire or is that the Page of Fire? This deck, I always forget because of the way that they do it. Yeah, okay. It is the Page of Fire. All right, so we've got the Page of Fire under that. Ooh. All right, so maybe all of your water energy was not about relationships per se, but about your own creativity, which definitely goes more into alignment with Aquarius energy. But it could also be creativity sparked by opening up your heart. And now you're taking, I hate to say, not a gamble, but, attempting to see if it's worth putting that time and that energy into, and the Justice card. Let's see. How do we work with this energy? Ace of Swords. Oh, you're thinking about things differently. All right. See, you came with your usual in the 7 of Wands of like, all right, let's get organized. Let's get all this stuff together. Like, let's not get too overwhelmed. Yes, you have victory in that 6 of Wands, and now you're in the 7 of Wands, and it's like, okay, well, what do I do with this energy now? And then it was like, all right, well, let's balance that. Let's balance it out, And then it was like, ooh, but I'm feeling very creative. I like this fire. So maybe I need to think about this differently. Ace in the hand, or sword in the hand. Ooh, 7 of Swords. This is stuff. It's your second seven, but it's seven of swords. Organizing, feeling overwhelmed, overthinking for sure, needing to make a plan and needing to be clever in how you go about this. 10 of fire, because you are feeling overwhelmed. You have maybe gone from 0 to 100. You literally went from the page of fire to the 10 of fire in like one step. You went from 0 to 100. You dived all the way in. And now it's kind of a little bit of a kerfluffle. How do we work with the four of swords? It's like, yo, you gonna need to take a break. You need to slow down a little bit. I know you got excited. I know you were like, dang, I haven't been in a space like this where I feel that creative flow and I want to go and I want to move and transform. So maybe it's like you literally are deciding to move and you're like, I'm so excited about that. I'm checking in with my realtor. I'm making sure my money's together. I'm looking at houses. I'm looking at where else I can live. And then it was like, ooh, this is a lot. I dove all the way into this. So Four of Swords is just saying, slow down a little bit, just a tiny bit. You got the Knave of Swords. Just take your time a little bit, okay? Like maybe you don't have to jump all the way into it so crazy like. But Knave of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords, is then saying, let me make sure that's right. When I tell y'all, I'm always trying to make sure I have the right cards for these because the way that they have these labeled, I want to make sure I'm telling y'all the right information because they do differ. Okay, Page of Swords. Page of Swords. So you got the Page of Fire and the Page of Swords. It's all very new. It's all very new. It's all very like the beginning movement of that element. It's the beginning of the fire. It's the literal bubbling up of creativity. It's the earth melting, turning into the magma to create the fire that starts to build the new like explosion of life. It is the page of air, like that just new ideas, new thoughts. Like taking a break was really good for you. You needed that because you were getting overwhelmed. All the different moving pieces were starting to overwhelm you, and that little break gave you just that bit of oomph that you needed to be able to get a little bit more excited and get back into things. 9 of fire. You're still feeling overwhelmed though. You're not about to break through this. You're not about to break through this, but you see the end. You've seen the end. It's backed off a little bit. Now you're feeling protective over this move that you want to make, over this transformation that you're experiencing. You're feeling a little protective over it, and you're like, I'm going to see it through, which is great. 4 of Pentacles, a little stability. Seek that stability. You've got 2 4s already. Like you're needing to stabilize. You've got a lot of movement energy going on here. You got a lot of active energy going on here, and you are like, you got to take it down a little bit of a notch. Not in the sense of stop. Don't stop. You're forward movement. You're moving. But you need to find some stability there. You need to make sure your money stays right, and you need to make sure that your mind stays right, and that you don't get so overwhelmed that like you break and then you can't move forward because you're not in a space to do so. The Fool, and we are taking a leap of faith. What are you taking a leap of faith into? 9 of Earth, to have that peace. That 4 of Pentacles, moving to the 9 of Pentacles, sitting right beside that 9 of Fire, to find that peace, to find that new beginning, to find that ability to be like, what do they say, where you're just enjoying all of this hard work. That 10 of Fire, that 9 of Fire, like you're enjoying all of this hard work that you put into place, and you've just got all of your wonderful pentacles just sitting around in your garden growing and growing. You're taking a leap of faith to build, to grow, and to transform. Let's get your last card, the Hierophant. Becoming an authority in this, becoming an authority of your own spirituality, becoming an authority of those laws of spirituality, of stepping into that authoritative space of being the teacher, of being the instructor, of being a leader. That is how you work with this. I think that's going to help you bring that stability that you are seeking in this space where you are learning and growing and just like having this fire kind of drive you as you stabilize and ground yourself with the knowledge that you've acquired in all of this hard work. That Seven of Swords, you're now moving to a space where you feel more comfortable being authority, being an authoritative figure in this realm for yourself to bring you that stability. And now you're ready to take that leap of faith. You're taking the leap of faith to make the move. So let's see what that outcome looks like. What happens when you take the leap? Nine of Air. Oh, you're stressed out. Well, you got all the nines now. And Maiden of Fire. You got all the nines. But you're stressed out, my homie. Why? Why are you doing this to yourself, Aquarius? I think it's more of a like an excitement. Not like stress, like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? Everything's falling apart, but an excitement. You know, they say that anxiety is just excitement with nowhere to go. It's like it's an excitement and a use of energy about things in the future that you don't necessarily know because you don't have control over it. And I think you're just excited. I think you're excited about this transformation. I think you're excited about where things are going. I think you're excited to not be where you were. I think you're excited for that. You are excited to just move. And that may be some of that. The Devil card in reverse is that you may, I say this with love. I say this with so much love, but you might be running away from something. You might be running away from something that you're not addressing, that you are just looking for a way out. And you just want something to move and you want something to change. And you have a lot of cards that keep saying, slow down, have stability, make sure everything's going right. And you are pushing. You are pushing to get out of this situation. You are pushing to move forward. You are pushing to take that leap. And it's like, well, if you're going to take that leap, then you need to learn from what's going on around you. And yeah, you take the leap and you are still stressed. You're still all in your head about it and overthinking it and thinking of the worst. But you also have this underlying Maiden of Fire is going to be the Knight of Fire, Knight of Wands. And it's just this drive, this internal drive that is like, get out of here. Why? We're going to pull a clarifier. Why? What is going on, Aquarius? Mother of Fire, Queen of Fire. You feel very confident. I think you want to be free. You want to be free. Free from what? I'm not sure. I'm not going to pull any more cards. But you want to be free. And the shadow that you may have been pushing down, Aquarius, may be that fire energy. You might not feel the most comfortable embracing that fire energy of embracing being confident and embracing being a little rough around the edges, and in going after what you really want. And so when you tap into that side of yourself that is very focused, very secure, very confident, it stresses you out a little because in your head you're thinking, I don't know if I deserve this. I don't know if this is really the right path to go. I don't know if I should be doing this, but you keep going. And you keep going. So good luck. I think you'll be fine. You're making a move, so at least you won't be where you started. But, make sure you're taking care of yourself. That would be my only little thought is just make sure you're taking care of yourself. All right, so let's get our final reading for Pisces. Yay, Pisces. Pisces, I love you. How have you been doing? What have you been up to? How are things going? I do have Pisces, Libra, Scorpio, and Leo readings on my YouTube. So if you're interested in any of those 4 signs, you want to know what's going on with them, I have general readings, I have relationship and love readings, I have single readings, I have entrepreneurial readings, I have just money readings in general, and we do shadow work readings to figure out what's lurking beneath the surface and needs to be worked on. So let's see for our Pisces. Let's get a vibe on that. see what your general card is. Ooh, on the bottom of the deck was the devil. Or it was temperance. Even better. Balancing it out. But let's get this. Oh my goodness, this is a mess. Okay, there we go. Let's get this shuffled so that we make sure we've got nice clean energy for you. Get this shuffled. All right, so now we've got that and that. Oh, I like to do the general with all the cards. Let's get all the cards together. General, what's going on, Pisces? Pisces was quick. Empress, or High Priestess. High Priestess, you're really in your bag, huh, Pisces? Really in that powerful moment. Understanding the importance of knowing what your subconscious is leading you to. You got the element of water in reverse. And we just talked about element of water. Why do I not remember what element of water is? What? Page of water? Is the element of water page of water, or is that ace of water? Page of water. Yes, it is. Okay. All right. Not going to be ruled by your emotions anymore? All right. That's cool, Pisces. Ooh, I'm telling you, that temperance card caught my eye. It caught my eye when it was at the bottom of the deck when I was shuffling. You got to balance it out, man. Come on, Pisces. Balance out that heart and mind that's leading into that page of water in reverse. Clarifier is the Three of Earth, Three of Pentacles. You're seeking some guidance here. Maybe finding a teacher. Maybe you're the teacher. But you're learning. You're growing. You're maturing. And it's calling you to balance out. It's calling you to find your balance. Nine of Chalices, how to work through that. Celebrate the things you have accomplished. Celebrate the things that have gone well in your life, in the life you've built for yourself. It'll help balance you out. Three of Wands, fantastic. You're relaxing. Things have come together and you've got some messages coming in. Opportunities are multiplying. This is clarified by Yule, which is what most people would probably call Death card, which we will call the no-name card, the nameless card. And this is a release. This is an ending. You have let something go. You balanced out. You took in what you needed to about what you're experiencing. You're taking care of yourself. You're doing lots of hard work internally. You have some new opportunities coming with you because as you're balancing out, you're letting go of the old. Six of Wands, victory. How to work with that. Envision yourself as someone who's going to be successful. Envision yourself as someone who is going to win, who is going to come out on top of this situation. What's your next card? Eight of Pentacles, hard work. Seeking that perfection, though. Perfection in your money, perfection in your job, perfection in your home, all those things. And knowing that, nothing is truly perfect. But you're working hard. You've got that new fire within you. So something ended, something began. Those opportunities lit you up, got you excited about life. And so now it's just kind of percolating. It's just kind of growing within you. And it's got you really excited to go out and work. It's got you really excited to go out and multiply and to create more and to put those skills into use. Oh, you're just feeling really good because you can take all of your hard work and make it count, make it matter. Fascinating. How to work with this. Three of Swords. Traditionally, people would look at this as a heartbreak card. I don't see this as a heartbreak card anymore. I see Three of Swords as a breaking the heart open to expand the mind, to expand the heart. Ooh, that's talking real deeply to that Temperance card right now. You're trying to balance it out in the beginning, and now it's kind of being broken open. And when you look at it in this diagonal from Temperance to Death to Three of Swords, it really is a balance, closing, new. Space being left open to turn these experiences that you had, your sorrows, your pain, what is that? Sorrows, prayers, to turn that into wisdom that can be utilized. What's our next card? The wheel. It's a turning of the cycle. Can't stay there forever. Things have to change. Eight of Fire. Neptune card. It's interesting that they put an Eight of Fire with the Neptune, but Eight of Wands. So again, kind of really being able to utilize those skills, utilize that hard work, putting that into action, seeking that expansion, like a real growth, like that fire within you is pushing that wheel to turn. Like you are literally saying, I cannot stay where I was. Three of Swords. I have to move on. I have to be able to transform this energy. How do you work with this? The Magician. You have everything within you. You have all of the tools that you need. You are a powerful being of manifestation. What you are seeking is seeking you. Last card, the Emperor. Structure and order. How very un-Piscean of you, but how very mature of you as you move through this season of kind of closing things out, closing out this door, closing out this chapter, closing out this season, as we head into summer. So leaving behind the fires of spring and heading into the calming, soothing, healing waters of summer, you're taking a very mature approach to this, of making sure that you have structure, order, and a foundation to support this balance that you put into place to begin with. Let's see how we work with this, or what our clarifiers, the world. I think you're beginning to understand that to have more, to do more, to have this beautiful life that you've made for yourself means that you cannot just be overwhelmed by emotions, that you cannot just move from only based off of intuition. Pisces, you're just literally connected to the collective. And you use that often to be able to be successful and to hide a little bit in your emotions because you can anticipate what is to come. And you use that to your advantage, which is wise. But at the same time, it disconnects you from the lived experience of being in embodied being, of being in your body. And so you're being kind of pulled into that space of using that wisdom to create the structure so that you can experience the world and you can enjoy what you have created. How to work with that? 4 Pentacles. Literally just stability. Love that stability. Love that structure. Love that grounding. Place your feet upon the ground. You know, like in the ocean, the sand is often shifting depending on where you are, like if depending on how deep you are. I mean, but like, you know, we are not literal sea creatures, so you ain't gonna be in the super deep water. You know, you'll be walking out from the beach and things like that, shallow water that's accessible. So the sands are shifting, you know, the tide's coming in and out. Things are moving constantly and changing. If you're near any of the tectonic plates, literally new earth is being made and old earth is being submerged and kind of like taken under and recycled to start anew. And right now, you're being called to find that stability, to find that still point, to create that structure that allows for you to be able to sit back and see the world around you and to enjoy it, to have all the things and all the hard work that you've put into place. All right, and that balance that you've been seeking. Let's get your outcome for Pisces. Ooh, those were fast. Let's see what we got. The Wheel of the Year. Again, it's the wheel. It's just an ending of a cycle. And the 3 of Air. Ooh, you've got the 3 of Air twice. It's an ending of a cycle related to these painful experiences that you've gone through. These painful experiences have been the motivation that you've used to create your life, to move forward, to find that joy and happiness, to find that healthy relationship, to build a life that you're proud of, to create these opportunities for 9 of Chalices and for temperance and for accessing the world. Like, you've used those experiences to be that fuel to force that wheel to move. And apparently you're still doing so. you have like almost a complete kind of continuation of this. We go from the how do we work with this energy here under that Ace of Fire, Ace of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles to your next one being like, okay, well, the wheel will turn. It's going to be a rotation. It's going to be an ending of a cycle. To in this one, it's like, okay, your outcome will be an ending of a cycle clarified by your Three of Air, your wisdom that you've gained from your experiences. The pain that you have experienced is giving you that wisdom to actually be able to change and to grow. So, all right, that's it for Pisces. And that's it for everybody. New moon in Gemini is complete. So, thank you for watching. Like I said, I have Pisces, Libra, Leo, and Scorpio up on my YouTube channel. And you can check out those videos on many different topics throughout the month. We do monthly uploads. And then if you would like a private personal reading, you can always reach out to me and book directly. And let's see, I think that's going to be it. I think that's going to be it for my Pisces, and that's going to be it for our new moon. Friday, we will be doing summer solstice. And I'm so excited for summer solstice. It's another one of my favorite seasons. It's the water season. It's the season of healing, the season of coming together, the season of fun and joy. And we love it. So I'll see y'all later. Have a great one. Bye-bye. All right.